your mother who is quite often struggling with the stressful scenario around, and well, people around you have told you, yoga क्यों नहीं कर लेती? There's nothing better than yoga. Have you heard that? Or have you tried some or the other things in yoga, like some asanas, meditation, or pranayama, and then you have quit over a period of time? Have you been one of that person? Well, if you have been, then I would want you to watch this video till the end. Hi, I'm Dr. Tarul Zadav, a lucky daughter of doctors, a wife of a supportive husband, a mother of a 7-year-old son, a medical college teacher, and a consulting physician for more than a decade, and now turned stress resilience coach just for mothers to help them move from frustration to freedom so that they can break their generation traumas and live a happy, healthy, successful, and a stress resilient life. Well, these days, when every individual is experiencing stress, what is the first thing that you would want to do before going and visiting a doctor? Obviously, you would want to do yoga. Yoga is a very easy thing to be done because it's freely available on the internet, and yoga classes are being conducted. Yoga teachers are there who will teach you yoga, no doubt about it. But then there are certain people also who will have their ideology that ये मेरे काम की चीज नहीं है, शायद I will not be able to do it, right? So there are people who will have certain myths despite the fact that they know stress will be easily managed if you regularly practice yoga things, yoga asanas, pranayamas, meditation, and other practices outside the yoga mat as well. But then they just look at the superficial level and feel yoga is not my thing. Well, are you aware about those myths? Well, some of the myths that I have come across, I'll be sharing with you, and then I'll tell you what actually has to be done with these myths and why. Well, one of the myths that I have heard most often is that if I'm not flexible, I cannot do yoga. Have you heard that? Yoga is for everyone, everybody. Yoga is for every body type. Okay? So if you're fat, you can do yoga. If you're not flexible, also you can do yoga. Yoga is for everyone. Yoga is basically going to help you get out of your comfort zone and move you from where you are currently to become a better person, right? Second myth that I have heard is yoga is all about doing all those complex postures. मतलब जब तक complex posture नहीं कर लिया तब तक yoga नहीं किया. So मतलब मेरी teacher ने yoga posture complex वाला सिखाया नहीं, मतलब she is not a good yoga teacher. This becomes your underlying thing. It's not the case. Any simplest of the asanas can be done, and you can feel sweaty, tired, and drained after that as well. Simplest of the asanas. So it's not about the complexities, it's about the simplicity and ease with which you can do it, and do it for a longer time. Sthiram Sukham Asanam. The asana in which you can be for the longest duration comfortably is the best asana. Complexity is not the asanas. Complexity does not make it a best yoga asana. It's only when you become flexible you feel like doing all the contortions that you can do it. It's not yoga. Okay, yoga can help you make six packs. Myths. I mean, it is not targeted to making you or give you six packs, nor is it targeted to help you achieve that physical goal. You do it regularly, you do everything integrated, maybe you might get it. Then you can learn yoga from a yoga book, or you can learn yoga from anyone on a YouTube channel as well. Well, if that was the case, then you would actually come up with much grievous injuries as well. You need guidance, you need proper teacher, hands-on training to be able to do yoga much better. Why? Because every individual is different. My flexibility is going to be much different from someone else's flexibility as well. And not every fat person is going to be stiff, not every thin person is going to be flexible. It's like that. So you need a yoga teacher to help you move through your current phase at your pace, right? Yoga is not for fat loss, and you cannot lose weight with yoga. Is also one of the myths that I have heard. Now, over a period of time, it is not definitely the goal of yoga though, but you don't start it with that to begin with, I would say. Don't start doing yoga कि मुझे fat loss करना है, मुझे weight loss करना है, इसलिए मुझे yoga करना है. There are multiple things integrated together which will aid in your weight loss and fat loss. Then I have heard as one of the myths is that Yoga is cultural restrictive. That is, it's Hindu culture is practicing it. It's nothing like that. It's not a religious. Yoga is not a religious practice. Yoga is not a culturally restrictive practice. Yoga is practiced by all. It's for physical, mental, emotional, social well-being. It's a simple science. Then I've heard a myth is that yoga means chanting and yoga means meditation. मतलब मंत्र जप वगैरह करना ही करना. It's not like that. There are different parts or different methods in which yoga is practiced. That being one of it. It's not the thing. So now, what would you want to understand here is that for whatever reasons you have been quitting on with yoga, don't quit it, because this is not what you feel to be as yoga. So yoga is not actually, if this had to be the core at which yoga is, yoga wouldn't be there then doing any good for you. So for that matter, if you go there with the intention of having a six packs, or if you go with the intention of losing weight, having slim thighs or slimmer waistline, the main objective of yoga you will be missing out on. You will be just practicing on your physique, missing out on the benefits that you might reap at your mental level, at your physical level, in other areas as well, right? So yoga has a holistic, yoga has a way in which it can give you holistic benefits. Well, I would say don't restrict yourself to simply physical things, because it's an all-round thing and not just a restrictive thing. Over a period of time, yoga is going to help you become a better version of yourself. So if you are going to restrict yourself only towards your physical growth and you're going to be focusing only on beauty, you will be not only losing the better qualities that yoga is likely to develop, but you will be developing the negative traits, more of narcissism, more of frustration, more of body image attachment, and you will not actually be accepting your own body. So when you don't accept your own body, when you don't accept the place, the condition, the way you are, when you don't love yourself at that very moment, you're doing no good to your body. You're doing no good by practicing yoga in that case. It's no harm in trying to be a better version of yourself at any given point of time, but the whole idea of yoga is accept yourself the way you are as of now, and from there itself the journey begins to become a better person over a period of time. The focus of yoga also is quite a lot on being mindful. So it's not just about what diet I'm having, how I'm having, with how many calories I'm eating, so on and so forth. It's about being much mindful with what you're eating and with what mental state you're eating. It's mindful with regards to am I eating in moderation? Am I hogging on? How frequently I'm eating? It's being your own observer and then fine-tuning to the changes that you feel are not happening over a period of time. Yoga is self-awareness. Yoga is self-acceptance. Yoga is not self-indulgence. Trust me, you cannot or you would not want anyone around you who is very good in physique but very bad in their own mental shape when it comes to being jealous, being snobbish, being violent in their anger. Would you? You wouldn't want, right? So then we obviously would want someone to have a better inner growth, inner character as well. So yoga is also going to help you nurture that inner character of yourself only if you detach yourself from the physical shapey change that you are likely to expect. Concentrate more on your own self-development, own self-progress, and leave aside all the myths that are restricting you from practicing yoga. Yoga is for everybody at every age. You can do yoga from anywhere, anyhow. Yoga should not be not practiced because you do not have a particular set of garments. Now this is also one of the myths which I have heard by people, that मेरे पास वैसे कपड़े नहीं, I don't have the mat, I cannot do it. Trust me, there are ladies who are wearing saris, nawaris and still doing yoga. You need not always need a mat. You can always have a chadar, chatai and rug and do on it. So basic intention of yoga is being self-reliant and doing things wherever you are, however you are, with whatever you have. So what will stop you with that? Yoga helps us live with that attitude and become much more self-reliant. And when you are on a self-reliant journey, becoming more independent, becoming a much better version of yourself, I think restricting yourself to the thoughts that यार ये ऐसे नहीं दिख रही हूँ वैसे नहीं दिख रही हूँ is shrinking yourself. What do you think? You're going to hold on to any of the myths? Let me know. What myth you are going to discard now and what new change you're going to adopt in your own behavior. I would want to hear that. I would want to hear, especially if you're a mother and if you have given up on any kind of yogic practices over a period of time. Trust me, we as mothers, we quit quite frequently and we are not consistent. This happens with me as well. But then when we are practicing things of yoga beyond the mat, by living yoga with acceptance, self-awareness and following all the yamas and niyamas, we will be having half our battle won. Asanas and pranayamas will follow in through. More so, with the moderation in our lifestyle, half of our stress will be decreasing. Seriously. Do let me know if you are willing to practice such a kind of yoga. If you are, do connect with me because I would love to help you navigate through your stressful challenges, because I integrate multiple things in helping mothers deal with their stress, not just deal, navigate through any stressful challenging times. I would love to hear from you. What is your takeaway from this video? If you liked it, do click a like button, do share and do subscribe to my channel. Would love to hear from you, your comments too, so that I can revert back and clear your doubts. Till then, stay healthy, stay happy and resilient, practicing yogic lifestyle. See you.